So what you gonna do with the next 24 hours in your life? What are you gonna do to make the next 24 hours, just 24 hours? We're not gonna look at next week. We're not gonna look at next month, next year. 24 hours today.
Hey, Nieces Nephews, Uncle Jay here. So my purpose is to come before you and to encourage you. And I want us to walk in that dominion, in that power.
Hey, Nieces Nephews, Uncle Jay here, JOnline.store, where we create Christian motivation apparel to empower you, to push you to the next level. I just want to come on here today real quick. I know it's Saturday morning. I know everybody's busy doing whatever they're doing, but I want you to come in and have some coffee with Uncle J.E. Have a dialogue with me. Let's talk about some things. You know, we woke up today. Question I want to ask you, now what? Now that we woke up, now what? What are we going to do with today? The next 24 hours. What are you going to do to better the next 24 hours in your life? And maybe we'll all come on here and we can talk about that. What's the difference between winners and losers? They both have 24 hours in a day. What is the difference between winners and losers? The difference is winners do things that losers won't. They have the same amount of time. They don't have more time than losers. You have 24 hours. What are you going to do in the 24 hours, your next 24 hours, to better your life? It's like walking down the street, you know. We all could be heading in the same direction. We're going to the, let's say we're going to the pizza shop. Some might stop in the way and they have conversations with other people, you know, and they want to have fun. They want to attend a party. They want to go here and there. Some stay focused. They want to get to the pizza shop, go get the pizza and come back. And that's how some approach life. They think it's about games. They think it's about fun. They look back 20, 30 years later. They have done nothing but wasted time. And others on, hey, niece and nephew, what's good with you? How are you? Say hello. But some stay focused. They get to the pizza shop, they get to their goals, they get to their dreams. While others looking at them, why you didn't stop and have fun like everybody else? But now they're in a better place than those who stopped and they want to socialize, they want to appear popular to everyone, they want to get involved with all the conversations, all the dialogues, they want to know the goings on and the coming out and going in. You have to stay focused on what your dream is. That's the difference between winners and losers. You have 24 hours. We all have 24 hours. The Bible says work while it is day. You have to exhaust every means of your life. You have to run through the tape in your life. How bad do you want it? What are you going to do with the next 24 hours in your day to better your life? Let them talk about you. Let them say whatever they want about you. It's your life. You have to live your life. Only you can change your life. You can't wait for other people to give it to you. You can't wait for nobody to hand it to you. You have to go out and get it. You have to go. I have a shirt that says, a hungry man hunts for food. He go find food. If you're hungry, you got to find that food. You know, some people just talk. They talk about what they want to do. They talk about, oh, one day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do that. And, you know, I'm going to have this and that. But how bad? What are you doing to get you there? The last video I made, I said, start now. Even if you have to do it in increments. In my book, The Path, I talk about an ant. An ant spends all its life on purpose, looking for food. That's the purpose of an ant. That's what it does. It goes and gets food. The Bible talks about how it has no ruler over it. It has nobody watching it, but it goes and gathers food for the winter. An ant, if it sees a carcass of a bigger animal, even though an ant can lift 20 times its weight, Like if it was a young child, it would be able to lift a car. But even though it can lift 20 times its weight. What's good? Hey, Nieces Nephews, how are you? Hey, Niece Precious, how are you? How are you today? But even though an ant can lift 20 times its size, when it sees a bigger carcass, a dead carcass that's bigger than this, let's say a big bug, the ants gather together and they break that dead carcass down in pieces and they carry it back. Bless, it's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped in, you know. But it breaks that dead carcass down in pieces and brings it back to its anthill. But that's what you got to do in your life. You got to look at your dreams. You got to look at the things that you want to accomplish in life. And if you can't do it all at once, you break it down in increments. Okay, I want to write this book today. I'm going to write for a half an hour. I'm going to write it at a half an hour at a time. And before you know it, you have your book. Don't be overwhelmed by looking at your dreams like, I got to go through all this to get there. It's a process for everything. Even when you're cooking food, you got to put it on the stove and you got to put the ingredients in and you got to go through the process. And that's what holds a lot of people back. They don't want to go through the process. They don't want to go through the pain. They don't want to sacrifice anything. But in order to achieve anything in life, whether loss or gain, it requires a sacrifice. If you want to lose in life, all you do is sacrifice doing the right things. If you want to gain, you got to sacrifice some of that good time, some of that fun time, following the crowd, being popular, going against the grain, so you can achieve your goals, your dreams, your success. Don't let nobody talk you out of your success. This is your life. You're living this life and you only come this way once. I like to think about my life like I think about my eulogy. And I asked the question, I said, what do I want them to say at my eulogy when I'm dead, when I'm laying in that coffin? Do you want them to say, oh, he had a lot of women and he had a lot of girls and he had fine cars and this and that? You want them to say, yo, he lived his life on purpose. That man was determined to make it. He helped a lot of people. He tried to lift up others. That's what life is about. It's about helping others. We all start the same. We all are born in this world naked. The Bible says, naked we came in the world, naked we shall return. But in between that, your birth and your death, what are you going to do in between that? Like I said, what you going to do with the next 24 hours of your life today? What you going to do today? How are you going to reach your goals today? What steps are you going to take today to move you closer to your dreams? A lot of people talk about it. Do less talking and show more action. Lift yourself up today. Don't look at the gatekeepers, the fake gatekeepers, the people who tell you you're not good enough, that you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be trying. Don't you know other people can see what's inside you before you can see it in yourself? And some people, because their own insecurities, their own faults, their own low self-esteem, they try to hold you back because they're so afraid you might surpass them. When there's enough out here for everybody to eat. There's enough out here for everybody to be successful in whatever they do. Or if we band together, we can achieve more. So don't let them stop you. This is your life. What are you going to do in the next 24 hours to bring you closer to your dreams? Hey, Nieces and Nephews, say hello so I know who's in the room. Come have some coffee with Uncle J.E. I appreciate you coming through. But this is your life. Don't let nobody take your life. God has created you for a purpose. Life is not about having fun. Life is not about what's good. Hey, nephew D, y'all go check out D2E Global. He has a lot of great stories, a lot of motivation. You go check him out. He also has the opportunity for you guys. You go check him out. The man, he's talking a lot of positive talk. That's what you need in your life. You need people to build you up, not bring you down. It's easy, like I said before, it's easy to tear down a house, you know. You could take a hammer and tear down a structure, a house. But nobody doesn't want to take the time to build other people. You know, we go through this life. A lot of people, they have the mentality, they're so selfish. They don't want to give to others, or if they think they made it, they don't want to reach back and bring up others. But life, if you look at the life of Jesus Christ, he chose 12 people and he made them great. He said, greater works will you do because I go back to my Father. That's the secret to life. That's the secret to success, is the art of duplication. Duplicating yourself. If you think you're so great, duplicate yourself. Make others great around you. Jordan can win no championships in Chicago until he figure out how to make those around him better. If you want to win a championship in your life, you have to make those around you better. And as you make them better, they'll bring you to the place where you have to be, or where you want to go. So what you going to do in the next 24 hours in your life? What are you going to do to make the next 24 hours? Just 24 hours. We're not going to look at next week. We're not going to look at next month, next year. 24 hours today. The Bible says, today when you hear God's voice, harden not your heart as they did in the day of rebellion. How are you going to change your today? I just want to come over here. We have some coffee, have some dialogue. You know, I appreciate you all coming through. D2E Global, I was just talking about you. Y'all go check out Darnell Ellis. Y'all go check out his stories. The man has amazing stories, motivation. You get inspired. And he also has a great opportunity for you guys. So go check him out. And make sure you check out my website. I had a fragrance I was going to show you guys. Go check out my website where you find the best in Christian motivation apparel, Christian apparel to uplift you, make you feel better, at jeonline.store, jeonline.store. Go check it out. You go there, you use the code TAKE10, TAKE10, TAKE 10. You get a 10% discount on anything you purchase there. But I hope you all enjoy this weekend. Just remember, the next 24 hours we're going to change. And that's how you approach life, in increments. The next 24 hours we're going to try to change in our life. But just continue to pray for me, that I may decrease, that Jesus Christ may increase, that he'll draw all men unto him. And always remember, head always up. Wait a minute, wait. Did you hit that like button? My mother said when you go in people's house, you're supposed to say hello. Make sure you hit that like button. And go check out my podcast on all platforms. Coffee with Uncle J.E. Download my free ebook, The Path. And make sure you go check out that Christian Motivation Apparel at jeonline.store, jeonline.store. Use the code TAKE10 and you get 10% discount on anything you purchase there. Always remember, head always up. jeonline.store, where you find the best in Christian motivation apparel,